Welcome to this episode of Skippable Cutscenes. Can I have everyone introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I voice Judgment, a tiefling dragonborn sorceress.
My name is Marissa, and I am playing Vera, the human bard.
I am Will, and I am playing a gold golem called Step.
I am Cleo of the zombie variety, and I am playing Gilly, who's a druid.
While on a mission to uncover why possum pirates have been operating outside their normal area, our heroes have uncovered that the Rubenberg Trappers Guild is running a secret animal fighting pit. Vera and Judgment snooped around their headquarters while Gilly and Step worked on digging a hole into where they believe these animals are trapped. We return to Gilly and Step, just outside of the Rubenberg town walls. Step is digging a deep trench, scattering mud behind him far enough to collect at the base of the trees on the edge of the forest. An alarmed guard is rushing towards them. Hey, what are you doing?
We're digging.
A guard, a human male in... It is a uniform, but it's not in the best shape, comes over to you and saying, "What are you two doing?"
We're digging. I literally just said that.
We just filled this in after the collapse.
Yeah,
What's
but
wrong
we
with you?
saw... Well, we got told we're going to have to find a monster, and we saw something come down this way and just bury itself inside. So we're trying to get at it.
Roll a deception check.
Okay, regardless of that crazy lie,
Wow.
I'm going to hold up a rock and say, "I found my rock."
17.
17 is actually really good.
I know. I like this dice.
Yeah, where's my guard sheet here? He believes you. He's like, I will. Should we sound the alarm? I mean, is it dangerous?
I don't know.
Into the
Do you
town?
know where this goes?
It goes to part of the old castle.
Well, we need to get in
under-
there right now and find it. It could be really dangerous.
I mean, as far as I know, the only other way in is through the what would they call it? The council chambers.
Surely the guards can get their way inside there, yes?
Are you really gonna let him? I mean, he's thinking of sounding the alarm here. Is
I don't fucking care. Fuck it, do it.
You're like,
Okay, I'm going to clobber him.
Wow, okay.
Are you rolling for an attack?
I'm rolling to knock him out. Hit him over the head.
Okay. Roll for an attack.
Okay, yeah, let me get my character sheet. Oh no. That's a 1.
Oh no.
You swing wide, presumably while digging, and he looks at Gilly thinking, "Your machine's gonna be dangerous. Be careful with that thing."
I will be incredibly careful with that. Step, from what I've told you that the monster is silver. It's not silver. This guy is not silver. He's not the monster. Dig. We'll just go in this way. It'll be quicker. Don't worry.
I mean, we don't want to panic anyone, but
No,
should
don't
we,
panic. No, just keep
Should we guard the other entrance to the old castle dungeon?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna go do that. He storms off.
bye.
And
Step, dig faster.
I dig faster. There's dirt everywhere.
I figure we're going to start moseying back.
okay, so Judgment and Vera pass a guard walking very intently and very quickly through the gate as you leave, and then he talks to the guard who's in the gate.
Oh, that looks like a bad sign. Actually, let's stop here and listen to
Okay.
To this
Roll
guard.
a perception check.
Wait, us both?
No, Vera. Unless you wanted to try
that's
as well.
a 7.
I don't know where we are right now.
Depends on how
You
loud
are
it's-
at the gate. A guard has just come in from the outside, looking fairly perturbed, and is talking to the guard at the gate.
So we're not near Gilly and Step yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
At 7, you don't really hear much.
Okay. Dang it. Okay.
However, both guards do start to head into town, leaving the gate open.
The gate to the town, right?
The gate to the town is yeah,
Unguarded. Yeah.
is unguarded.
We really need a way for some long distance communication. Well, we need some. To be fair, we also need a lot of
Want a mobile phone?
short distance communication as well. So,
Just any kind of communication would help.
There are arcane arts that can be used to send messages over these sorts of distances.
I do not have them yet. Okay, I guess. Okay, let's go and meet up with Gilly and Step.
And as we near them, I
Okay.
take like a full hit of dirt to the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Steph throws a big clod of dirt right into your face.
Yeah.
I'm going like faster.
Yes, definitely faster. As fast as you can. Should be like a paddle steamer at
So
this
basically,
point.
I'm being pelted with dirt at this point. I kind
What are
of.
you doing? Get out of the way!
God, what the hell?
We're digging.
Okay.
So the
And a guard has
And they
already
haven't really
clocked
dug
us.
so much as a tunnel as a trench where, because as they keep pulling stuff out, the top part falls in. So there's about a 4-foot wide trench that is descending under the castle walls.
So basically, we're just going to collapse the castle walls again.
Hadn't thought of that. That sounds amazing.
okay, so the Trappers Guild was a bit of a bust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we
didn't
know
seem to
how
find
many
any
there are.
way in through there.
Yeah, well, we've just had a guard find us, and I managed to convince him that the monster has just burrowed its way back inside.
Is that why the guards were
That's
running
why
off?
they're going to guard the entrance.
The
Great.
entrance that we need to get into.
Not if we can get this place open.
I look over at Step's progress.
You're not sure how far in he needs to go and how much dirt and rock and whatever has collapsed in here, but he's now under the wall. And you find that once you get under the wall, it turns from dirt to collapsed stone. With actually some chunks of wood as well.
Can I start just like power punching for it?
Wow,
I mean,
this
that
is
will-
not the most subtle entry we are making here.
That will make the rocks.
If it's not,
Potentially
if we're
break.
going for not subtle, I've also got Thunderwave. So
Let's put that in the maybe pile.
I've also got Create or Destroy Water. That might help wash some stuff away.
Please do not fill our trench with water.
Would it be
I
funny?
believe there's a limit as to how much water that can make. It's a couple gallons, right?
10 gallons. It's not insignificant.
So just so that everybody's up to speed, Step and Gilly, we spoke to a guy named Lawrence, who's like the administration guy over at the Hunters Guild, or the Trappers Guild, whatever. And we know now that there's like 28 people in there.
Well,
So that's
total in the
kind
guild.
of the...
There are about 28 people in the trapping / hunters guild.
Yeah. So we know what to deal with now.
So Step, you're still moving rocks and whatnot.
So
out
here's
of
an
the area.
idea. Since it is our mission to get rid of the monster, and since they are now convinced that the monster is inside, why don't we just ask them to open the gate for us so that we can do our mission? They've asked us to.
That could work.
It's probably a whole heck of a lot faster and easier than watching Step bury his golden hands in dirt and stone and rock. It's amusing.
Give me an hour, I might be able to
admittedly.
charm him.
It's still the same day as that, isn't it?
Yeah, I need a short rest before I can use that again.
We could rest until the evening and then kind of tempt them as well at the same time. Like, I'm sure they would be like sitting at a fire and drinking. You could do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, Step doesn't need to stop digging. He can.
I mean, Step doesn't need to do anything. Like, he's Step. So, like, let's have Step do his Step things while we do our, humanoid things.
As you say this, a large rock just
Ah!
passes between you as you're talking.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go sit. I'm gonna go climb this tree over here that is sufficiently out of the way of any flying debris, and kind of take a nap up in the branches while this is going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I might.
I mean, it doesn't need to be a full
something
rest,
similar.
but I'm just taking a short rest.
A short rest would take an hour.
Yes. I guess we'll wait till evening. But see, they're probably down there in the evening. Whereas if we go now,
Well, you need to the rest anyway.
give me an
right?
hour, and then I can. I might be able to charm them, and if I can't, then we'll.
Well, I say
We'll figure
save
something
the
out.
charming for any eventualities, and let's just talk to them first.
Well, that's the beauty of the performance is that it basically they don't know they're being charmed,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really do it with it, like in combat or anything. So,
Right. Okay.
all right, let's.
I'm just gonna sit next to Step as he digs further, and I'm just gonna rest my back against the wall while I play with Nibbles, a little mouse.
All right. So, if we have an hour, how is Step's progress? Is that looking like it's gonna?
You're not sure where the collapse ends, so you really don't have much of an idea. It could literally be within seconds, or it could be hours.
Okay.
So if it's a collapse, it's surely got tiny little gaps between it.
Yeah, at this point, it's mostly rock that he's clearing with, like stone and rock, as in.
Okay, so
worked
if I were to
stone.
make myself into a tiny critter,
like a spider,
like a spider, I could crawl in between those pieces of rock.
probably.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
I'm
Alright.
scared of that. Then definitely
Yeah, find out how
I
much
will tell
deeper
Step
this
to
goes.
stop.
How stable is
Stop
it,
whilst
though?
I check.
Yeah, I can stop.
Well, yeah, if it's
Um,
not stable, it's not stable. But a spider's going to hardly do any damage to it.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm scared.
Are you trying to determine how stable it is?
I'm trying to determine, one, how stable it is, and two, where the collapse ends.
All right, roll an intelligence check for both.
An intelligence check for both, okay?
Well, I mean, an intelligence check that will cover both.
4.
All right. You have no idea.
That's why I wanted to tiny spider my way through.
All right.
I'm going to
you
tiny spider, and if I get crushed to death, I get crushed to death. It's fine. What's the
All right.
worst that could happen?
We could lose you.
All right.
You could get.
You
Well,
watch as Gilly.
I'm not attached to Gilly, so.
I am. She's been
It's
taking
all right,
care
Gilly's
of
not
me.
attached to you.
You watch as Gilly seemingly just disappears. Just whoosh.
Teeny tiny spider.
I'm gonna put Nibbles away because Nibbles likes to eat little spiders and other small critters.
Nibbles might be able to make it through too if you
No way.
asked nicely enough.
Nope. Nibbles is my best friend in the whole world. Not risking her.
All right, Gilly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working your way through the?
I'm working through little
the debris?
gaps around it, yeah.
Okay. It's slow going. You head. You think at least 5 feet in.
Mm-hmm.
And spiders have darker vision, don't they?
Yeah. I don't know, I'm just selling yes.
I mean, they probably do. If not, they have some similar blind
I think
sense
they
or
do
something like
because
that.
I think you have pulled this exact thing.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? I can go check. Actually, I have Violet's sheet over there. It has all the
I
forms in
remember
there.
you climbing through a collapsed tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, about 5 feet in, it changes to mostly wood that you have to crawl through,
Right.
and then another foot or two after that, you seem to be in an open area. It is a hallway that leads into a. It's sort of a gap, and then there's a broken down door. It's about it's still debris, but it's debris that even a normal a medium humanoid could crawl over.
Okay, I'm going to crawl over it and I'm going to stick to the ceiling because...
Okay, spiders can do that.
Yeah.
Right,
That seems like a logical thing to do.
You enter a room that is actually. I have a write-up on this. All right. As you approach, you're hit with a smell of like rotten feces.
Right.
And the room is lined with cages, and most of them appear to be empty, but some, looks like maybe 5, seem to have creatures in them.
What creatures are they?
Roll an investigation check in your spider form.
13.
Okay. Immediately to your right is a giant badger, which does not appear to be
A
moving.
badger, you say?
A giant badger.
Okay.
On your left is a large fire beetle, which seems to be dead.
Oh, great.
In the cage on top of that fire beetle one appears to be a wolf. It is breathing.
Right.
In the cage on top of the badger, there appears to be a humanoid possum that is
what?
breathing.
Okay.
A possum.
A human
Like the possum pirates.
possum even.
Oh, like the possum pirates. Yes, no, got it.
Yeah. Another cage that's further down appears to have a kangaroo in it, and this kangaroo appears to be dead. But roll a perception check.
Oh, shit. I'm going to get another dice.
I think with advantage, because you're in your spider form, I think they might get advantage on perception checks.
That makes it... Perception is wisdom, isn't it?
It is.
That makes a total of 19.
All right, you notice a small amount of movement in its belly area.
Oh no, don't make me do baby kangaroos. Mm,
I'm sorry, I hate you secretly.
you do hate me. Kangaroos are scary as it is. Okay, right. With this knowledge, I'm going to crawl back to, back through the debris because, it's only going to last an hour and tiny little spider person can't do much aside from crawl up onto the ceiling above someone and then just change into person form and kamikaze our way down and then die. That's basically all I've got on me at the moment.
1 to 3 hit points, something like that.
Yeah, that's all I've got on me. Let's go back to the others.
You make your way back out and presumably revert back to your druid form.
Okay, so
you think that Step only has another 5 or 10 minutes of digging until he's reached this point.
Yeah, you've got about 5-10 minutes of digging, and then we've got like a little bit of a wooden debris door, and then we've got all the animals that are down there.
I salute and just start digging again.
Excellent. Good thinking, that man.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
All right, well, I'm ready for anything, and if it's going to be 5 minutes, then yeah, we might as well just keep digging.
Yeah, well, Possum Pirate is there, I think. Might get some information out of him if he's still alive. There's a kangaroo that's dead with a joey in the pouch. There's the wolf that we're after, and everything else seems to be a bit dead. It's like a badger, a beetle, and forgotten the other thing.
I see.
There was a wolf that you saw that was breathing.
Yeah, the wolf. I said that's the wolf we're after.
Ah.
I assumed.
Damn.
It was silly of me. I did assume that the wolf that was there was the one we were after. If not, I'm going to be narked.
You're going to be what?
Narked. Knocked off.
Narked off.
Pissed off. Yes.
Okay.
That's a
right.
British colloquialism. Free. You can have that one.
Okay.
I'm totally chuffed now.
Chuffed. Oh, bless you. You're so American. Sorry. I apologise for calling you American. That's rude of me. I shouldn't have done it.
I know.
Snap.
I'm an honorary Canadian.
It is so
An honorary Canadian.
I'm an honorary Canadian.
Okay.
I got this. They gave me a very polite award a long time ago.
Keep telling yourself that.
All right, 5-10 minutes pass, and Step starts to hit the air gap that you encountered in your spider form.
Oh, that would be it then.
The way is clear. It is It'll be a struggle for Step to get in, but he can probably do it.
Okay. How dark is it in there?
It is dark. There is no light except which is streaming down from the outside, which is not much more. With the angle that it is, some light gets through, but not that much.
All right. I guess I'm gonna have to take a candle or something.
Okay. Who is going in first?
And it's not
Well,
Steph.
I'm guessing the stealthy people,
Sure.
which is not me. I'm sorry,
I mean,
and it's not Steph.
we're gonna. Okay, judgment. You go.
We are the backup plan. If there ever was a backup plan in this moment.
All right. Judgment. I'm going to say you lead because I don't have dark vision or anything like that. Actually, I don't know if you do either.
I don't know, actually. Let me check. Yeah, I do. I do, because I'm
Okay,
tiefling.
so there you go. Can you look up ahead and see if there are any guards, and then we can get to freeing these animals?
Sure. I will sneak in and peek around.
Roll a stealth check.
And shout if you need any help.
Well, that's not very stealthy, though. But yeah, I rolled a 4.
Okay.
What, total?
Yes.
You step through the, or you sort of crawl through the collapsed doorway, and immediately you notice two flashing pairs of eye shine. One orange, the other is like a greenish gold.
Okay.
And then you hear like a little bit of a stirring of like a light rustling of chains. You see what Gilly saw, a room lined with cages. Most of them appear to be empty, but some have creatures in them.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna crawl back out and tell the people. Tell the party.
Okay.
From what you saw, was the room, was it like a closed room? Was there a door on the opposite side?
There is a door on the opposite side.
That was closed.
And it is a fairly large door, and it is closed, and it is it has like some metal panels bolted to it, and it is a sturdy door.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be quiet.
Yeah. Well, my other thought too was if there was anybody in there with a light on, then the room would have been lit anyway because the light would have come through under the door. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So basically,
okay.
I just risked my hide for nothing.
No.
I mean, at least now we know what is there.
I mean, I am better at stealth, but I'm not going to be very stealthy while holding a candle in pitch black.
Yeah, you're right.
We need to get you like a thieves' lantern kind of deal. That's shielded light.
I think you need some, like in this kind of situation, it would have been kind of tough.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
There are hooded lanterns.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in then.
All right.
Are there any
you
torches
heading
on
in
the
first?
walls that I can light?
There are no torches in the wall that you see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with this candle then.
There are some sconces, but they do not have torches in them, or whatever you call it, the little holders.
Sure.
No, sconce was the right answer there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at these animals.
Okay. Roll a medicine check for which animal are you looking at first?
You're coming to get the wolf, right?
Yes, the wolf is in one of the upper cages on top of the fire beetle, I think I said.
That's
The fire beetle is dead.
surprisingly a 16.
Okay. The wolf is a bit mangy, looks a bit emaciated, has a lot of like where you could tell that it has a lot of scars where fur has been separated from,
Does it
like
seem to
gaps
be in
the
like
fur.
any immediate danger of like dying while we're here?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the room, again, it smells like rotten feces, but feces. But it doesn't appear that it's immediately going to die. It stands up and sort of whines a little bit, and you hear some rustling chains.
I will put a little bit of my ration into the cage. to try to.
Gilly's going to go and try and put her hands through the to the baby kangaroo.
So there weren't any enemies in there, right? Right, like any of the hunters or
Not as far
stuff?
as we saw.
No.
Right.
No, there's a door on the other side.
I'd like to cast light on something so that we can actually
a coin,
see.
whatever.
Sure. No, that's
A stick.
money. Yeah, let's put it on a stick.
Steps face.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to put light on Step's butt.
Okay.
That's not very useful because, like, I'm so big, so I'll probably fill up the entire
glorious golden
way, and then it will just be.
Yeah, there are cages stacked on top of each other, so you would just barely need to crouch in this room.
Are these?
It looks like it's designed to be able to have a medium and possibly even a large creature contained in here.
Besides, I don't
these are
care
some of the
about the
cages.
practicalities. I just want to light up his ass.
All right, Steph, your ass is lit up.
Are these?
Are you entering this room as well? And Vera, Gilly like breezes by you and heads further in to where the kangaroo is and starts to. Do you feel around in its pouch?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel around in there, and there
It's
are.
mucusy, I'm assuming.
It is mucusy, and you pull out.
Looting the dead kangaroo.
Yes.
You pull out. You pull out 3 joeys. 2 are very small and slug-like and appear to be dead, and the larger one appears to be alive and not in very good health.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to feed it some good berries.
All right. You sort of mash up a good berry, probably in your mouth, and then you take it out, and then you feed it into its little tiny marsupial body.
Okay, so the animals are chained within the cages, correct?
They are in the cages, and then they are chained within those cages.
Okay, now the
fire beetle was not, but
okay.
probably because they couldn't figure out exactly how
Is
to
the
make that work.
cage locked?
It is not locked with a key, but it is latched.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Basically, it's latched so that the animals can't get out, but it is not locked for us.
Correct.
Okay, then I will open the cage.
Okay, you open the wolf cage. It's a lever. You pull it, and then you open it, and the wolf hops down.
Okay. How do I get this? Actually, Judgment, can you do this?
Do what?
Can you undo the
Unlock the chains.
Yeah.
You did it before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still chained in there, but the chains are actually pretty long. It maybe has another.
Or Step can break it. I don't know. I want to
I've
go
got my
check up
tool
ahead.
proficiencies with my thieves' tools, so I would assume that I would be able to.
Yeah, these are a key lock. So if you want to go and unlock the chain.
Yep.
Yeah, for the wolf, it's technically around his neck and his 2 front paws.
Yeah, I can do that. Do
right.
I need to roll for it?
Yes.
With which
There'd
attribute?
be a roll with your thieves tools, which if you're proficient in them, it's going to be the roll plus your dex mod plus your proficiency bonus, which would be 2 at this point. So
Okay.
the roll plus whatever your dex mod is plus 2.
So I rolled a 10.
10 is what you needed. It takes you a little bit of fidgeting, but you managed to spring the lock open
Yay.
and pull the chains off.
Do we want to see if there's more going on here farther in, or?
I think we need to get all the animals that are alive out.
Yes.
Here's my concern. I'm just telling you. You spoke to a guard, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you told him that the monster was coming in here, correct?
Yep.
So as soon as we go back into town, once they notice that their animals have been freed, they're going to know who did it.
Yeah, the monster.
Trying to find it in myself to care.
Well,
So-
my main reason for you to care is because that could mean a lot of guards and a lot of hunters coming after you.
They'd have to catch me first.
I mean,
It
she
is an
can't
island.
change into a spider, you know?
Okay.
Our ship is in the dock right now.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. But isn't this the place where we needed to be for our mission?
No, we needed to go
you have
further up the
farther
coast.
Oh wait, there's an opossum pirate. There's a possum here too.
Yeah, and he's, I think, still alive.
He's still alive.
Roll a perception check.
No. I got a 7.
Well, okay. You go up to the possum. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Is it?
I'm going to shove a good berry in its mouth anyway.
It starts coughing as you do it because it was plain dead. It goes
Because it's a possum.
It's like and then it hops up on its feet and looks at you.
Do you speak comment?
Upon
Or does
seeing
it
the
just say,
possum
"Hey"?
pirate, I'm going to ready my fists.
It looks at you and it starts to talk in a language you don't understand.
So it's not any of the languages I know? Okay.
From what you know, you think possum pirates have their own language.
What a pain in the ass.
Also, if
I
we're-
just,
However-
everything we've come across for me to talk to, I can't talk to.
Yeah. And as this is a humanoid, speak with animals would not work.
and the one thing that you did talk to, the half elf named Varys, you didn't like. So that says something about your communication skills, maybe.
It's not my fault I can't communicate with all these animals and elves.
To get back to the plan about getting out of here and getting to the boat, would my city secrets background thing work for that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you would have a fairly ideal knowledge about how to navigate a city clandestinely.
yeah, so we would be back in no time. I think that's a good plan, actually. Get out of here, make sure the animals
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, and just get on the boat and get out. Because there's nothing for
the
us
wolf
here anymore.
reaches up and paws at the possum's cage because it's still closed.
So what's the wolf trying to say then?
Presumably, let out the
The possum, yeah.
the possum.
Okay, we'll need to let him out.
Don't let him go.
Because wasn't planning on letting him go, but we need to let him out at least.
Okay. I'm
'Cause-
just saying, if you're going to undo his chain, don't let him get away, because he's our only lead.
I don't know what this is about.
The possums had attacked the town that we were at before.
Uh-huh.
The possum pirate posse pillage.
Yeah.
The festival.
I don't particularly care about the fact that the town was attacked, and yeah, that's unfortunate. But we kind of want to know why they're raiding like that, because that seems to be unusual behavior.
And this is a possum pirate?
Possibly.
It's
Well,
possibly a possum pirate, yes.
I
Perhaps.
open the possum pirate's cage and pick it up by the scruff of his neck.
so Gilly,
Okay.
you can speak
it's
to
still
animals,
chained as
right?
well.
Can you not just ask him?
He's not an animal.
It's not an animal.
This is a humanoid possum.
Oh,
So
what?
it is. It's not in the book, but it's in the setting
It's in
now.
the lore, okay.
It's in the lore.
Still, it doesn't speak possum.
Can I break the chain?
Yeah, go ahead and try and break the chains.
That is
You inadvertently snap its neck.
Did you say 30?
13.
13. Okay, yeah. If you say 30, just no. Even then, still, you're able to just grab and then he slips out.
I'm going to
By the scruff of his neck.
I'm going to perception check the door. To listen at the door.
All right. What do you get?
That's a 6.
Seems silent on the other side.
Okay, I'm not going to risk it this time.
Right, have we got everything out of here that's alive?
Looks like it.
Let's see. Giant Badger is dead. You have a live Kangaroo Joey, humanoid possum, and a wolf. That is all you see that is alive.
Is the possum being compliant?
I mean, you're holding it by the scruff of its neck, right?
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's being a little like, yeah, it is hissing a little, but not too much.
Yeah, okay, I open my my compartment and put it in there and close it.
Wow.
Yeah, basically I open my mouth and swallow the possum.
Okay, so we're going to have to pay for therapy for the possum.
You feel like little bits. You feel like scratching on the inside of your interior cavity.
I mean, it can scratch all it wants.
It can. It is a, I guess, does it count as a tiny? It counts as a small.
I check up on Nibbles to make sure it's okay.
Right, let's get the fuck out of here. And
Get on the ship.
I'm gonna
Oh,
yeah,
get on the
we'll
ship
deal
as
with this
quick as
stuff later.
but you ordered a thing.
you know what? I can order a thing any time of the day. I can come back and get it maybe another time, or when the heat's off, or when we come back this way again. If not, I'll commission it somewhere else.
I was with you
fine.
then, wasn't I? And I wasn't with you
You
when
were.
you lied. So maybe
That's true.
while you guys are on the ship, like early in the morning, I could maybe go there and see if it's done and pick it up for you.
I think I said it would take maybe a couple days, like 3.
It's all right. We can come back later, and you know,
Okay.
we can drop you back then. Maybe they'll have forgotten about us.
Maybe we'll even have forgotten about the riding gear.
Shh, never. Now I've got a tiny baby kangaroo. No.
Ah, okay, fine.
Let's not be silly about this.
Don't ride the kangaroo.
I will ride the kangaroo if I damn well please. You're not the boss of me.
It's poor kangaroo.
I'm just gonna say that's epic, and I'm pretty pleased. Can I ride its pouch while you steer it from its back, hopefully?
Don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
It would actually take a while to even know that, because I think they don't even lose their pouches until they hit a certain age if they're boys. And I think there are some marsupials, actually I think it's the water possum, that the boys don't lose their pouch at all because they tuck their balls into the pouch.
I want to ride it
When they're swimming.
pouch. Yes.
I've got so many kangaroo facts. The best one at the moment is they have a bifurcated penis.
What?
So
What does that
they
even
have
mean?
two-
I heard the word
they have
penis,
two
and I am
penises.
interested now.
Well, they have one that's like split down the middle.
Yeah,
I am no longer interested.
double their pleasure. Okay, female kangaroos have 2 vaginas, and then they keep babies on tap. So basically, they can keep a baby. They can have like 3. They can have a joey in the pouch. They can have a joey gestating in one uterus, and then they can have a backup baby because they can stop their babies at different stages of development. Kangaroos
It's
are
like
cool.
it's nature's birth control.
Yeah.
Or reproductive freedom. And also the babies, when they hit a certain point, they sort of crawl up into the pouch when they're like little tiny slug babies.
On the
and then
outside,
And then they stay in there, and then they get their nutrients and grow to a larger size.
I'm really upset right
yeah,
now.
so one outside, one in the pouch, one in the uterus.
Okay.
3 babies at once.
Okie dokie.
You
Triplets.
think humans are weird?
Okay.
No, not triplets. I mean, there'll be a minimum of 2.
Can we move
Matings,
on,
let's put-
maybe? The whole
But it's
double
cool.
vagina, double penis thing is...
This whole discussion is happening in universe, as far as I'm sure. Gilly's just like telling the nature facts to
Oh yeah,
to Judgment. He's like,
that's exactly what Gilly would do.
Oh yeah, I was
Gilly
in
likes
Cancer.
kangaroos.
And the whole time I'm just sat in the corner, my butt shining.
Yep. Shiny butt.
Right, let's get
It
out of
lasts
here.
for an hour
Alright.
too, by the way.
all right, you.
Well, that's
head
going to be
back out
subtle, us getting away, isn't it?
It's fine.
Are you heading back out the way you came?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Actually, you can just miss the light at any time you were choosing.
No.
This way's funnier.
I like the shiny butt, yep.
Who is leaving first?
I am. I'll go first.
Okay.
Because I'm the stealthiest and I can look in the dark and stuff, so...
No, I'll go
Are you-
first then, because
Okay.
you're actually probably not the stealthiest.
Well, I'm not, but I'm the only one that can see in the
but
dark. and
there's
it's
light
night.
outside, which is the good
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
Are you leaving stealthily?
I absolutely am, yes.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Watch as I roll like a 2. No, I still rolled a 16.
I just noticed. Please tell me that your butt was not larger than 10 feet. Because I can only touch an object that is no larger than 10 feet for the light thing.
How dare you?
Hey, I like big butt and I cannot lie.
But the singular of butts.
Yep.
All right, Vera, you crawl out of through the sort of wooden frame area and head up the muddy,
I'm gonna
stone-covered ramp.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay near the bottom of the ramp until my companions start heading through. But
all right,
I want to listen for anybody up above.
You see, standing there, Varys.
Oh, this bastard.
The light can be colored as I like, so I start making it multicolored. Exactly.
Yeah, start shaking it.
It's the underground furry party.
Hi, Varys. Wait, has he noticed me?
He does not seem to have noticed you yet.
Murder.
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Murder is
He's
fine.
sort of just he's sort of pacing back and forth, and
Do I see anybody else?
I feel like he would be smoking some tobacco right now. He's got like a little pipe.
Do I see anybody else?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. That's a 2.
You don't see anybody else.
All right. Well, regardless, I'm gonna kind of like hand sign back at the rest of the party that there's somebody above and to be quiet, and just kind of hope that they understand me.
Yeah, stop shaking my butt.
The oont stops.
I'm like quiet.
I am going to recommend to Step to let the possum pirate out.
Yeah, let it run out so it can distract Various, and he will chase it, and then we can slip away.
I feel kind of bad for this possum right now, then.
Well, I'll be honest, it's worse. It's better than what I've got planned for it.
Wait, what do you have planned for the possum pirate?
It's not what I've got planned for the possum pirate.
Well, I can interrogate it in a nicer way than this.
You can't even talk to it.
Well, if I can... Yeah, somebody else needs to cast a spell.
A spell that none of us have.
Somebody on the boat might.
Or someone on the boat might speak possum pirate, because guess what? They do deal with
I could charm
all sorts of
I don't
people.
think it needs to understand me
I
to
could
be charmed by my
make
music.
some kind of
playing.
illusion, by the way, to distract him. Like a sound or an image of some object.
Sure.
Do you think we should try and distract him so we can slip away?
I mean, we can jump him. I don't mind jumping him, but
Okay, you know what? So we've understood by now that there's someone outside.
I hope so. If you can understand my pointing up there that there's somebody up there, and then doing like the fingers to the lips thing, and then like keep quiet and come over.
Yeah, she points at them, and then she puts her 2 index fingers to her ears and like wiggles them.
And I'm going to ask you first, is his back turned to us right now? Or is he...
He's like walking.
Oh.
He was
Oh,
pacing back and forth.
So basically he goes to the side of us every time. Like,
Sure.
he has a side to us. Okay, so I'm going to suggest that I crawl in the hole and cast a minor illusion, which will last for a minute. And I'll just make it's basically a pebble, an illusory pebble that I'm going to throw at a tree far enough away for him to notice. And then
I think you can just use minor illusion to make a
No.
You
sound.
could also just use an actual
a sound
pebble.
or an image of an
Why don't you
object.
wait?
Yeah, so you can't do
Oh.
both. It has to be a sound or an image of an object. So you can just make a sound
Of a
Just
pebble.
throw an actual pebble.
behind him. Or just throw a pebble.
I guess I could do that as well. Oh, actually, no. I could have. Oh, I have an idea. I could, like, we're close to the woods, right? Are we within 30 feet of the woods?
It's probably about 45, but it is pretty close to the woods.
45. But it's dark.
From-
around 30 feet from us?
Inside where you are, yeah, but it is still daytime.
It's daytime? I thought we rested until the evening.
No, just for like an hour.
No, Steph finished digging before that hour completed.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's.
Because I was gonna.
I don't see
make
anybody else.
someone
Nobody else is
scream.
pacing, right?
Like I was gonna make a screaming sound near the forest, So that he would have to go there.
And what the range on minor illusion is 30
It's
feet or is it
30.
60 feet? Okay.
Could you make a sound like the dragon just somewhere kind of off in the forest direction?
I can, yeah.
That might be enough to get his attention while we get out.
Make like a, yeah, sure. Like a roaring dragon type deal. I mean, I heard that, so I can
Yeah,
definitely emulate it.
Yeah, like the silver dragon, so that he might think that it's nearby.
Besides, I'm half
And-
draconic, you know, even though I don't like emitting that, but yeah, I can do that. For sure. Shall I do it?
I think that's a good start.
Alright, so I crawl into the hole as quietly as possible.
Roll a stealth check.
Stealth, oh boy. 13. Not bad.
All right. You do see Varys still pacing back and forth, but as soon as you get up there, you hear two arrows ding, come towards you. And yeah, neither of those actually. They embed in the dirt next to you from somewhere in the woods, where you see two more. You see Lawrence
Oh no.
and some other member of the guild up
Oh
there.
no.
And then Varys looks in your direction and puts his hand on his bow.
Did he see me? Like, he literally
draws it.
saw me then. I'm gonna wave.
Yeah.
Hi. And I'm just gonna crawl out. And
You're gonna crawl back down, or
nope. No, out.
Out.
I'm going towards him.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna say hi. I was here investigating the monster that got in.
I think that's where we need to stop for now. Marissa, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter at Cambrian Era. That's it.
Lisa, where can people find you?
Well, I live stream Dark Souls on Twitch and Mixer every weekend. If you want to know more about that or about ways to connect with me, you can go to my personal website, which is superlisa.nl.
Will, where can people find you?
You can find my short films at willpennington.co.uk. That's PIWEINGTON.
Cleo, where can people find you?
You can find me at Zombie Cleo on YouTube.
I'm dewtroid and I stream at twitch.tv/dewtroid. Our music is by Ian Stalker. We are a new podcast and appreciate any feedback you can leave. Also, tell your friends.
Yeah, sorry about the ice cream van.
Get me one of those turtle pops, the Ninja Turtles with like the gumball eyes.
I don't think they do those
They
anymore.
still do, or the ice cream truck has had them since like '88.
Okay.
You sounded so demanding. Yes, they do.
I know they do because I've seen them.
Stop
like, in the
hiding
last
them,
week.
Cleo. Stop hiding the turtle pops.
I'm sorry. I thought I just loved them so much. I wanted them all for myself.